he does.
Periscope as a crutch.
That's all he
any
does.
Topic you want.
No, my phones stay in the truck. Thank you for asking, though. I don't take my phones out of the truck. No, I think you're angry, John David Lucy, because your fucking pill stash must be out, or you're low, or something. You know, that's what drugs do to you. It pisses you off. The more you take, the pissed off you get because you're about to run out, right, loser?
Is this what happens to you? Is that why you're
Who
so
beat your
knowledgeable
fucking? I
on
just
how
want to
someone
know
else may
who
act when
beat
they're
your
low on
fucking face
medication?
with a
Like,
shit
where do
stick,
you get
bitch.
this information from?
You fat.
WebMD or something? Like, what makes you the authority on this information? Can you speak to that at all? Are you capable of
What makes
speaking
you the?
other
Can
than
you
attacking
speak to
someone?
them, Al? You motherfucker, shut up, stupid. When you get
No? So
attacked by
that's a no
people, you
then?
don't like it, Al. They didn't like you. That's exactly why you left fucking Periscope for what? A few months, Al?
All right,
Because you
Trucker
kept getting.
Carlson.
Go cry some more, you little punk bitch.
All right, Trucker Carlson.
Wait, Meredith says my pill stash is low. Ask Maddie. I'm sure he's got some.
We'll see, sir.
Just kidding, Meredith.
Yeah, the trucker. Jeff the vegan.
Not. I love those nice, juicy fucking steaks, dude. I'll eat me a motherfucking steak, a hamburger, especially some hamburgers, some pork chop. Oh, that juicy fucking steak, Al. Yum, boy.
Oh, I eat healthy and don't eat that crap. Even if I wasn't vegan, I wouldn't eat that because it's so unhealthy. But you go ahead and brag about your soon to be ill health.
But only when it's injected anally.
You know what,
Al? How's that blood pressure, Jeff?
I hope that I just fucking croak eating a nice.
How's that blood? Okay. Oh, okay.
I want to be croaking when I'm eating a fucking juicy ass fucking steak, motherfucker.
Burn. All the burn.
Beautiful Liz.
Anybody want to hear what I made for dinner?
Yeah, sure.
Is it brown?
Okay, hey. So, yes, it is. No, it's more of a dark red.
Hey, Wheels, you're not anything. You're not anything there, fucking Rolade boy.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
You can't afford a pot to piss in.
Wheels is experiencing his 15 minutes of fame on Periscope. So you got to be nice to Wheels a little bit because he's popular right
now. So the reality was Wheels shared something really cool with people that have known him a long time, and people appreciate it because they like him. That's what really happened. Just to fill that in there. Just to erase your nonsense, and because that's what it is. You're like chalk, Michael. Anything you say can just easily be erased, and you can just write the truth right over it.
Thank you for asking, though. I will do anything I want. When you pay my fucking phone bill, then you can tell me what to do. Oh, no, wait a minute. You got to give me $2,200 first. Then I'll let you think about telling me what to do.
No, you're not going to say that in here.
I wish.
You're not going to say that in here.
Shit.
Jeff, you're not going to say that in here.
I said that I can talk the way I want on my phone. When she wants to pay my bill.
But you're not going to say, Rolly, I don't mind you guys fighting. I said that death and kids and Rolly, I don't want to hear none of that stuff. I
didn't
you guys can't respect my wishes. I mean, come on.
I didn't mention that.
I mean, I don't mind people fighting, but going low like that, fuck.
That's wrong.
Stephen Yeti's saying it's wrong.
Look who's talking, John. Are you going to tell everybody who beat your face with a shit stick?
I got a question for Don Lodge. Don Lodge, if you want drama, you can't tiptoe through the tulips with the drama.
Yeah.
Listen,
you have to talk about children, people's deaths, people's family to have drama. You can't create. Do I do that? Do I do that shit for drama? I don't need to do that shit. I don't have to sink that low. Jetty, I don't have to sink that low to get underneath people's skins. Look at Sock. Look at fucking Tina Lewa. I got them triggered without fucking doing nothing.
You can't just take no, but what you're doing is taking a topic and just making it off limits.
I don't want to
No,
hear that shit.
That's not what he's doing. Being derogatory
Let's
toward a
fair.
disabled person is
I
not.
don't want to hear that type of shit.
Just what the fuck, dude? What is wrong
I don't
with
care
you?
if he says other shit or whatever, but when you get gross like that, I don't want to hear it.
Who the fuck argues against
how many
decency
times
and
I gotta
morals?
say it?
First of all, it's being twisted. What Wheels and JDL and Sushi and Neil and
Are
Saudi
they saying that shit to you?
and her children exist. It actually happened. And you guys say, oh, well, that topic is off limits.
No, are they saying that to you?
Kids and what somebody else did to them.
They've already done that type of shit, Don.
No, my last broadcast, what did I say in my last broadcast? Anybody says that type of shit, they're out of here. About death and all that other shit. They're out of here, and I'm keeping moderators. I told you what to do. People type nasty shit or whatever, they're out of here. I don't care who they are. They talk about Shalanda's children or whatever, they're out of here. Anybody's children.
I'm working. I know that's a foreign concept to Yeti, but I just
Oh,
find
you mean to
I
tell
just
me you're
find
driving? You're delivering food? You got to
Can you
deliver
shut
the
up?
food? How much food do you need to deliver to make
Oh,
$100?
By me.
Scumbag fucking
So anyway, what I was trying to say
dry
was
beggar.
I find it
Dry fucking
really
beggar. Go do another fucking raffle, dry beggar.
It is my broadcast.
I find it really hilarious that Yeti's up in here trying to fight for the right to talk about people's handicaps and their deaths and
Just
their
like
family.
you, dry beggar. All right, dry beggar. You deliver fucking food in your shitty ass car that you can't afford to put in the shop. Go put your car in the shop, dry beggar. Fucking broke dry beggar. Go deliver that food and shut up, dry beggar. You're not
Remember
getting over
yesterday,
me.
Jeff said he wasn't going to do this anymore?
Go deliver that food, dry beggar.
Wasn't that a good story? It was funny, right?
Fucking dry beggar.
Like a fairy tale.
Jeff, you did say that yesterday. You weren't going to do that anymore.
I can't think of anything else to say than saying the
Fucking
same shit
goof.
for 6
What?
years, you fucking moron.
Dry
Anyway,
beggar. Go deliver that food, moron.
hey, Yeti.
You can't afford to put that car in the shop, loser.
Well, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it. Deliver that food.
I am. You deliver food too, don't you?
No.
What the fuck you put in the back of your truck?
I run all 48 states. There's a difference. I make more money than you do. I make more money than you will ever make in your life. You don't make nothing.
Shut up. Oh, shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, shut
Can someone
up.
send Steven my link? He's
Follow
having a hard time getting in here.
Poor
I don't
Yeti.
want him posting 50 million tweets. Send someone Steven my link, please.
Gina, my fries are cold. There's no
Thanks,
ketchup.
Block.
There's no silverware or napkins, Gina. What the fuck, over?
You know, she talked about in her last broadcast that she can't afford to fucking put her car in the shop because she can't afford to get it out. But here she's delivering food. But yet, before Periscope had ended, she was the minute she went live talking about saying this, and that is wrong with her fucking vehicle.
Jeff, are you like the
Well,
fucking
why in the fuck are you
TLC
gonna take a job delivering fucking food?
What episode was that, Jeff?
You hear me?
Al, you missed it, buddy. She dragged your ass too. Go ahead, Yeti.
I can't see comments now. Al, say something. I want to see if I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't want to hear him throw a tantrum. That's why I said somebody send them the link. I don't want to hear none of that crap.
What crap?
He's talking about
when Steven gets upset, man, he will fucking tweet nonstop. It's like, God damn, tagging me in shit. I don't even want to be in.
I guess he's tweeting nonstop.
Stop blocking him, Donlot. It's not fair. I mean, it's
Well,
literally all the
Rainfall's
kids got.
trolling me.
You know,
Fuck.
and I know
You
he
can just
caused
mute him.
trouble and shit, but stop.
Mute
Jeff.
his notifications.
Jeff. Didn't he deliver food when he was trying to get money to go to the cabin? Are you cutting down Yeti
Am I
also?
still there?
Yeah.
Donlot, did you hear me?
Yes is yes.
Oh, he's
Sorry again, Lisa. By the way, I don't know why I read that
No,
stupid.
it's okay.
I was a little high too.
like Bill.
Like totally.
Jeff.
Hey, whatever you want to say. What do you ride cows or what? Hey, Gina doesn't make nowhere near what I make. Gina can't even fucking infest that in her head. Delivering fucking food is pathetic.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Keep telling yourself that you'll feel secure enough to feel confident enough to say something else stupid again, Michael. We care. We're laughing at you.
I don't know what the hell's going on with his account. He got sent a link and he still can't get in. What the fuck?
Who cares? Nobody.
Hey,
nobody
Erica
cares.
with blue eyes. Little Miss fucking job caller, you fucking skanky bitch. Erica with blue eyes, job calling little fucking shit bag. You're a fucking scumbag, bitch.
Hold on, wait a second. Super Yeti, what did they say?
I don't have him blocked on
What did he
anything.
say?
Super Yeti, what did JDL? Scroll back into somebody read me JDL's comment.
All right, God.
Video.
These guys can't keep track of who they're supposed to make fun of and what they're supposed to make fun of and who did what. Because next thing you know, they're making fun of each other and it's hilarious.
Well,
Shoot
she
some
said,
nerds. Did you want to call in?
what else did this fucking shitbag drug addict fucking say?
Yeah, hey, Donlot, how come JDL's allowed to talk about my dead mother?
Yeah, why's
Who?
that fucking fair, Don?
Whoa. I didn't see it. What happened?
Well, she talked about his fucking mother.
Let me handle it. Let me handle it, Jeff.
Did she? Somebody scroll back if she did. Mute her. I said it. I meant it.
Don't mute her. Don't fucking mute her. I am not afraid of what she said.
Oh, don't mute her. Hold on. Don't mute her. Go ahead,
Who?
Yeti.
I don't know who it was.
Go ahead, Yeti. Fucking shitbag.
There's nothing any one of you guys can say that I won't face, address, answer, talk about. Nothing at all in life. Nothing. Even through the 6 years of doing what I've done on Periscope, there's nothing I'm ashamed of. There's nothing that I've done that's worthy of me hiding from. I'll address all of it.
Can I just point out the fact that you were just trying to champion people to get to say what they want, and then the second that someone else says something about you, you're the first to point it out? Fucking idiot.
Well, people said they're not saying any comments about the mom.
That doesn't matter. He mentioned his mom. It doesn't fucking matter.
I don't listen though. Listen, I don't care. You guys talk about my mom.
Oh, I
Talk
do.
about my finances,
I
about
do.
where
I said
live,
I.
talk about and wait. Let me finish talking here. There's an echo and it's fucking me up. Y'all talk about all kinds of intimate details of my life, and
Okay,
none of it
Suki.
means anything. I should say none of it.
You mean the intimate details that we only know because you told us? Those intimate details? Really intimate that you told everyone in public many times over and over. Real intimate there, Michael.
I can't stand his fucking dick-sucking
and
voice.
listen to me, I'm not going to share intimate details of my life unless you tell lies about me. I'm not one to talk about money and compare bank accounts or bottom lines, but if you're going to call me poor and you happen to live in your fucking uncle's basement, I'm going to fucking say I'm not poor. I'm going to show you I ain't fucking poor.
Coming from a
Nobody should be
dick-sucker like
mentioning any person's mom putting it in a title either. I don't want that either. Just don't even mention people's family. Mom, don't mention mom, dad, nothing.
Yeah, but listen, my mom died 7 or 8 years ago. That's almost ancient history, you
I'm
know.
gonna start blocking you. I'm getting tired of it.
It's an emotionally sensitive time for me, and then I shared details about it with JDL, and she's using it to attack me publicly in front of an audience.
Hey Don, look at fuck your feelings comment.
Dude, you told that story on your scope a dozen times when you were drunk. Who you fooling, man?
Baybury, take it down. I don't want my shit posted, Baybury. Take it down.
You forgot that I was there watching all your shit those years, and I know what the fuck you did. And I'm not going to sit here and let you bullshit and lie with your nonsense without something chirping back about the truth about your nonsense.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let fucking I'm gonna see how this works. I'm gonna stay out of fucking Don's fucking scopes for at least maybe a couple of weeks.
Take it down,
And then I'm gonna see Al. I'm gonna see Al in the fucking beam and watch everybody fucking attack fucking Al and let Al go fucking cry and then threaten to get off of fucking Twitter like a fucking little crybaby little bitch. Go cry some more, you little bitch.
That's all Al can do is cry.
That's all he's done.
Al's favorite topic is him.
Well, it's not all about his little
what?
His little
you guys are talking
ass.
about me. What? You guys are the one talking about me.
Go cry some more, Al.
Al, do you want to do karate in the garage?
Has anyone ever? Do you think anyone's ever said that sentence out loud on social media before and took it seriously? Hey, bro, want to do karate in the garage? Imagine like two little kids on like some gaming. Want to go karate in the garage? Like, what are you even saying right now? By the way, who is karate?
Sucks to be a drunk.
Why do you guys hate Jeff so much? Hey, listen, without Jeff, there would be nobody to challenge the Leslies, the Maggies, the Sushis, the JDLs, the Gina Babies. Why do you hate Jeff so much? And why do you like them so much? Why do you support? Everybody does the same shit to each other. They say horrible shit to each other. Yet you pick. You would okay. Another example is that most people wouldn't want to live in the trailer park. Most people live in the trailer park, want to get out of the trailer park, yet you idiots flock to the fucking Periscope trailer park, the Gina.
But you know what, though, Yeti? Is the thing about it, getting fucking women for their fucking nudes and then threaten to fucking dox them. Because he didn't get their fucking nudes. Just beginning to wonder why, if that's why he went to the funny farm.
Who's talking?
That fucking little dick Al.
Oh, beautiful.
Al, if I ever met you in real life,
I would beat his ass.
If you ever see me in real life, Al, you should turn around and run.
He would run like a little bitch that he is.
Please, you're fat so ass. I could stand there and you wouldn't be able to fucking touch me. Hilarious. You're gonna run.
Don't cry some more, little bitch boy.
I'll make a TikTok out of it. I'll be walking. My first TikTok
is this good drama?
is gonna be me walking down the street, and I'm gonna get somebody dressed up as a Yeti.
We got a new caller, Yeti.
And then I'm gonna run.
I just wanted to say, like, I called him.
I addressed the new caller.
Hi, Eddie.
Well, if you follow a troll account of mine, you will get blocked there.
Jojo.
You follow that Leroy troll account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just talk for like a few minutes? I called
Yeti. Wait, I gotta ask Donlad a question.
Okay.
There's a delay, Donlad, so you gotta answer me.
My other phone's cutting in and out.
Donlad, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can I ask a question without getting hung up on? For real, I gotta ask, and give me one pass.
Go ahead.
You gotta put some lotion on them damn feet, dog. The fuck?
Yeti, you know I did that as a fucking roast.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Did you?
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago. I was bored. I took a shower. I hadn't put any lotion on my feet for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. Us black folks, we ash, you know. And I did that as a, if you saw the scope, I went live, had people roast me because I don't take myself seriously. Robert Ghostly was in there. Lulu Bees was in there. People were in there roasting me. It's one of my funniest and favorite scopes.
Have you ever seen the movie Billy Madison with that guy fucking from Saturday Night Live? What's his name? Adam Sandler?
Yes, bits and parts of it.
Would you let me rub lotion on your feet?
Oh, dude, if you can't understand what the fuck.
See, okay. Yeti, I can laugh at myself. People like Sock and Tina Leroy think that shit bothers me. That shit don't bother me. It takes more than that to bother me. They're reaching. That's how I get in their heads. I'm winning, Yeti, because I got Sock and Tina Leroy watching my every move, thinking about me 24/7. I'm in their head.
Hey,
why don't you go send somebody some more powder?
Why is that something you were thinking of, Michael? And why would you even ask that?
Sushi wants to send somebody some more powder through the mail.
Doc.
Sorry, Tootsie.
Doc talked about your feet.
We're talking to you.
For a solid 2 hours, no shit. And it was funny. We bullshitted. And listen, I'm trying to make both of y'all friends again. Behind the scenes, but don't tell anybody.
Will. You cross that line, call me that P word? Hell no.
Yes, I will.
He can fucking.
I couldn't even hear Toots.
He can suck Tina Leroy's dick, and will never happen.
Or eat Churchy's poop. And Toots, I didn't mean to be rude. I can't hear you because I have Jeff on the phone on speaker, and I have Scope up in another window comments.
So Tootsie and Maggie have some. Maybe Maggie want to talk to Toots.
I'm just like I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed by the whole thing. Why I don't bring up things when people like bother me because it becomes
like quiet. Let Toots talk. Let Toots talk.
Okay,
no, Getty, I'm talking. Hi. Okay, thank you. So I mean, I got blocked basically for I don't even know why. I usually don't even give a fuck. I move on, and I can understand Don Love's point, like saying that if you have if trolls are harassing him and stuff, I'm not gonna be like that with Maggie. I just want an answer, and then I move the fuck on. If she doesn't want to give,
hear what you're saying. I can't understand dick shit she's saying.
Did anyone understand? I don't know why she blocked.
She wants it. Maggie blocked her, and she'd like an answer why Maggie blocked her.
Hold on. Oh.
Well, then that's fine.
Okay, I had to X out of Periscope, so now I'm just on the phone.
Out if it bothers me, and it bothers me, and I wanted to address it yesterday, and I think I have a right, just like everyone else has a right when something.
Don't let it. Listen to me. Consider it a gift. Consider it a gift.
Maggie, you can call in now.
I just accept just people blocking and I'll just wait for them to unblock me, and they do. And I'm just like, oh well, whatever.
Maggie blocked you as well.
They're over it.
Excuse me. Al, you know how many times I've heard you repeat all the shit that I fucking say? Will you get your own material, please, and stop repeating shit that I say?
You whining? You okay? You trying to control them or something? Do you do this to your partners? What's up? Where does this come from? What part of you thinks anything you say to me is going to hold through and work So if not, why are you wasting your time saying nonsense and humiliating yourself?
It's going
You're
round
good at
and
that.
round, Maggie,
You're
for some
good at
reason.
that. When people go at you, Al, you like to
By the
cry
way,
like a little
I'm
baby.
high AF, and then still can like stumble through your nonsense and roll you up like a carpet.
Maggie, you might have to go out and come back in. It's going round and around, hon.
Hey guys, I bought a diffuser that you can put
Okay,
essential
go ahead.
oils in, and you don't normally hear that from a guy. And I picked out a couple of different smells for aromatherapy.
Tracy.
Hear anybody that was talking for that past minute or two. So anyway, I mean, she doesn't know me and any reason of why. I mean, I just felt like saying it
Yes,
yesterday. It came
Maggie.
out.
Al, I'm going to drop you for a second.
Yeah, I'll go down.
Okay, thanks. But I'll
Never
let you
had,
back in.
like, I
Go
never
ahead,
had an
Maggie.
issue with her. If she wants to keep me blocked, that's cool. I mean, I'll move on about it. It's not a big deal.
Wait, are you begging for an unblock?
No, I said if she doesn't want to tell me why she blocked me, that's cool. I'll move on.
Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Don't give her that power. Don't let her occupy Toots.
Like a troll and confront her, but
Here's
I'm not
Maggie.
going to do that. I don't want to be
Don't
unblocked.
listen.
Hi, Tootsie.
Hold on. Can you hear me still?
Yes, Yeti, we can hear you.
Hear me? Don't let her. Okay, it's hard for me because I'm on the phone. You guys are in an app, so it gets fucked up and there's a delay. Occupy space on your hard drive. Don't give her that power. Take her power away. She's meaningless. She embarrasses herself literally every time she opens her mouth. And she's dirty and has been proven so multiple times, along with a lot of other people.
Okay. Tootsie, I went on a blocking spree and had to protect myself because Twitter is no safer than Periscope. So I blocked you
That's what I said.
there's okay. I'm not going to talk over anyone because there is a person that you were following, a large broadcaster who talked about making me famous and trying to find information. And that person is known for having a crew that regularly tries to dox people. Because of that, I went through and blocked anyone who followed me and followed him. So,
No, I mean, I'm not like, that's why I was just confused because I never had an issue with you. And I didn't know if like I did something wrong or whatever.
It's not,
Sorry
of
that I
course, I'm not
bothered you
making a
about
personal
this,
call
but it just something like that.
about
Like if
you.
I'm all of a sudden I'm getting
I don't
blocked, I
really care
just
too
would like
much.
to address it.
I'm not trying but I need myself, and I'm not going to be called out or shamed for doing things that are trying to set boundaries.
Yeah, I get that. Like I don't even know that. Like I get that, but
Who's the person
then
that you?
Wait. Maggie, have you set boundaries for yourself?
Maggie's gone. She dropped out of the beam.
Maggie, have you set boundaries for yourself?
Maggie, who doctors people, contents, family members, and fucking files fucking reports to fucking government. Oh, good. Is she jumped out of the beam already? Who's this person that you are
I guess
following?
the answer is no.
I want to know because I can't get. Maggie has no boundaries. She's a dirty as fuck. What's the matter, Al? Are you gonna cry, little boy? Little Dicky boy? Dude, your life is fucking scum, dude.
Jeffrey, no more body shaming. No more body shaming.
Yeah, I know.
Love you, Don.
Okay, we back. God damn this thing. Fucking phone. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Was I X'd out? I mean, not X'd out, but went down. This device.
What up, Johnny Bats? Hey, Johnny Bats, I need to clip my nails, bro. If you saw them right now, you'd lose your fucking mind, Johnny.
Yeah, well.
listen. I can't even put my hands in my pockets because it catches on the fucking inside of the pockets. You know, like the lining.
When I say it does,
Go ahead, Maggie.
I feel horrible that someone cried or got upset. I'm really hoping that's not the case. Once again, I tried to state this. It is not a value call or a judgment call. I'm not trying to be a shithead. I don't care to be associated or anything else. I'm trying to learn that lesson. It may be 11 months late, but I'm really trying to be protective of myself and not
Well, it's understandable.
do anything. So it's not that Tootsie isn't a bad. I'm certain she's a great person. I'm certain that she has a lot that's going on. It's not that at all. So that's all.
So it's the person that she was following. You don't want nothing to do with anybody that has anything to do with that person. You don't want.
Really, the only people that I'm okay with that are mutual followers are people that I know for a fact are not going to be likely to like either feed into it or try to dox or anything else like that. I'm just not interested.
What feed into what though? But you've doxed so many people.
Am I following them, Maggie?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not
you want to message me? You want to message me and tell me who it is on my
yeah.
Steve Jordan
He wears
Bay
big old
account?
sunglasses and he's a musical artist. And he's got Lisa Frank tattoos.
Maggie, can I ask you a question?
No, I don't follow him.
Sure.
Maggie, let me ask you a question. Would you block me? I'm begging you, block me, please, because
already done.
You said thank you, but now I'm going to ask you something. You said that you would fucking meet me. You know what? I wouldn't meet you because of the words that you fucking said, and I met a fucking shit ton of people from Periscope. I wouldn't meet you if you fucking paid me, because you're the type of person that would fucking yell fucking wolf for no fucking reason. You're that type.
Cry wolf.
Okay.
Man, this is 24 hours ago is like peace and harmony. Now it's like fucking the opposite. What happened?
That's fine. Once again,
right.
there's no problem with that.
Maggie said in Don's fucking spaces that Maggie would fucking meet me. If you guys don't, she would meet me. But she's that type that would fucking. She said prior to on Periscope that she's afraid, she's scared of me, and blah blah blah. But here she says that she wants to meet me. Are you kidding me?
Jeffrey.
No,
Jeffrey. She'd meet you like with her brother or another mutual friend or whatever.
Jeffrey, would you let her give you a handy?
No. That's simple. No. Nothing, dude. Nothing. I wouldn't even meet her, dude. I can see the type that she is. So the answer is no.
So you can't say that without being nice, like you were yesterday?
As from her as I could.
Maggie, would you give Jeffrey a handy? Yes or no?
I'm not crazy though, right? Like we all saw what happened yesterday. It was a very pleasant conversation.
Yeah,
about
I think it's because Yeti's here.
But it was a very nice combo.
But Maggie, it's the shit you said on Periscope that I didn't mention in Spaces last night that I should have mentioned, but I wanted to see how far. It's like it blew my fucking mind, Maggie.
I said if we were ever at the world's biggest truck stop at the same time, it would be I'm certain it would be quite pleasant. And you said that's true. I do hype it up whenever I'm on Periscope, and I said that is exactly what I thought.
Maggie, that's a lie. That's a lie, Maggie. Because you said that you would fucking meet me, but yet on Periscope, you said that you had my fucking information, and you did say that you were fucking afraid of Maggie. Let me enlighten you about it. I wouldn't come in within a fucking 100 feet of you. Period.
Okay.
Jeffrey.
Okay.
Jeffrey.
Go ahead,
Jeffrey. Jeffrey, will you ask Johnny Bass a question for me?
What?
Ask Johnny Bass if I give him a handy, would he give me back a handy?
You know, it's pretty funny because it's pretty obvious what she was doing was using the example as a way to appreciate
little Willie,
your ability to change and not act like this
little
anymore.
Willie.
But you can't comprehend that and just use it against your
Al
you're just a petty little
that's a hand.
slow-brained F-head.
Al would give that's a handy. Oh, you know the fucking that. 'Cause
Jeff,
that's
I'm
the
not
guy.
What'd you say, lot
You know
lizard?
what,
What?
Jeff? You were atrocious. You dragged me up, down, left, right, and center with the metal detectors last night. No, you definitely
Yeah,
were
this
nice.
Periscope
You'll let me
account
save
blocked.
face. That's okay. You're fine.
I think
Maggie,
that's the issue.
I'm
and
not
turn
trying to,
it up right.
ruin
Maggie,
your good time.
Maggie, do you think there are other people on the internet who are going to see you on Spaces that aren't going to drag the fuck out of you? If you want the attention that you seek, along with it comes negative attention, Maggles. Are you fucking kidding me?
I think I got his Periscope account blocked, Glock. That's why Steven can't get in. Because when he was coming in, when I had his Twitter blocked, he is still coming in on his Periscope. So I think I have to unblock that.
Ooh, is Steven getting unblocked?
Steven.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Risky business.
He's calling. All right.
Let me say something. Maggie, what you did to Steven was gross. It was gross. Will you take responsibility for what you did to Steven?
Button. You just like to push buttons. You
Take
hear someone's name.
responsibility.
Oh, yeah. Let me attack you on this. Oh, yeah. Let me attack you on that. Oh, yeah. Let me attack you on this. You did this. You did that. You did this. All to deflect from how your miserable life is going right now. And how you don't want to constantly attack others to make yourself feel better because your situation sucks balls.
Is that what you like, sucking balls, Al? No, you do.
Ow!
That would be what you would hear, Jeff.
Hi, Miss Davis. How's your moose, Knuckle?
Beautiful Miss Davis.
No, Al. You got dumped by a male
Hey,
in a fucking...
Drop out. Let Miss Davis come up and call me every kind of motherfucker known to man, please.
You're quite welcome. That's free of charge. The next one, I got to charge you.
Listen, hold on, Lisa. I'll mess with Steven a little bit. I don't treat Steven any differently than I treat anybody else. Steven, in my humble opinion, most of you guys are Steven. Steven is a poster child for most of the commenters on Periscope. They just want to be accepted. They just want to fit in. They just want a place they can go talk shit with their friends, and y'all won't let them have that. Y'all tend to fucking prey upon.
You're saying the same things I am, and you're even saying y'all
and it's
like
great.
I do now.
And Maggie made it acceptable to prey upon Steven.
You know, you always did repeat my words and use the phrases I'd say. It's pretty funny.
No, that's a coincidence. No, they're not yours. You don't own them.
Listen, I've been on this app way.
They belong to the world, Al.
Saying these things.
They belong to the
there's
world.
evidence of it too.
Anybody?
So you go on.
Al. Al, do you not know that shit don't belong to you, boy?
You like talking like that, don't you?
Does anybody?
You think you're my master, Jeff? Is that what you call me, boy? Because you think you're my master?
You're.
Donald, do you want to hear what I made for dinner?
It's brown.
It's brown, right?
How do you penetrate your boyfriend's fucking asshole, Al, with your little fucking...
Oh, my God.
Hold on. Mom.
Tell me where your brain is without telling me where your brain is.
Stop fake laughing. Stop fake laughing. Stop fake laughing. Stop fake laughing. Stop fake laughing.
It's so excessive. It's really good. You penetrate your boyfriend.
John David Lucy says you're a female Glock.
Well,
no, really.
You know, you really went from never going
to do Al, really, to, like, you're not liked, boy.
Now, and you even got
through your head, Al. You are not liked. You are not liked, little mini.
Astonishing.
You're not liked, Al.
No, you're not.
Like I said,
well,
Al,
not surprising.
I'm gonna stay out of fucking Don's broadcast for at least a week, maybe a week and a half.
It's just a week.
And I'm gonna let the people attack you because they're gonna get tired of your shit. They're gonna get tired of your shit, Al.
Getting shorter
Yeah.
already, y'all. It's a week and a half now.
Jeff,
Maybe a week.
I have coined the term long ago that Al has a very short shelf life, like very similar to milk.
Am I like
milk.
the elf on the shelf?
When you go buy milk,
like
you're lucky to get 2 weeks out from the date that
on the shelf,
it
the elf
expires.
on the shelf.
Al's
elf on the shelf.
expiration date is similar to milk.
Yeah, soy milk that has a long expiration date, and you don't really have to go by the expiration date. Really, it's just a suggested expiry.
You're expired, Al.
Am I? Wow,
Short shelf life,
that's kind of
Al.
embarrassing for you, then, isn't it?
Short shelf life, Al.
Elf on a shelf.
I'm gonna fucking laugh when the Al's doing the same thing as he did on Periscope. Fucking leave it for 3 to 4 fucking months and then cry fucking and get off because why are you fucking coming? Go cry some more like a little bitch. You fucking
Is this your
cry.
story or mine? Are we doing the
That's
switcheroo
your
again?
story. That's what you did because you got
Am I Al the trucker?
you
again?
got attacked all the time when you called in. People got tired of your shit, Al.
Am I Al the trucker again?
You're outdated, boy. You fucking sorry
Am I
ass motherfucker.
And
you're
listen,
like
Al, you were reborn. Hey, you were reborn as Maggie.
You were over
You're
long before you knew it.
You go live and project all of your own insecurities and character defects and flaws upon the people that you fight with. You were reborn in Maggie, Al. You should just stay quiet and watch Maggie. Maybe she'll win because you lost.
Shit, maybe Maggie could teach him something.
Yeah.
Steven.
That's not deflection.
It worked. There he is.
Hey, crackhead. There's the
JoJo comes up.
crackhead.
Hey, it worked.
The
now
family.
You can come into my spaces, Steven.
Hey, bubble gut, crackhead. How's the family crackhead business?
Hello, JoJo. Good day, mate.
I'm not sure what to say about that, Maggie.
Hello.
Hold on, I'm acting out of Periscope so I can talk to JoJo.
Can I ask a question
can you hear
before
me?
you interrupt me?
Of course.
Okay. I would like to ask Maggie why that was so hilarious that something was said sexually to a survivor when nobody can say anything about her. I want to know what part of it was so hilarious.
It's Matt. May I say something?
Should I drop down for this or?
It's Maggie's MO to hijack outrage, fake outrage, political outrage. She's an emotional, manipulative person, and that's her role is to create outrage, fake outrage, and emotionally manipulate people. What she does.
Okay, so Maggie, if somebody said something about orally penetrating you, can I equally laugh fakely as much as you do?
Wait a minute. Hold on. When you say orally penetrating, do you mean like tongue in the vagina?
No. I mean like what happened to her and she is a victim of. Like if somebody makes a comment about that, can I laugh hysterically about it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Had no idea it was going in that direction. I'm sorry.
Hey, John David.
Can I laugh hysterically? I mean, it's not the first time she's laughed about somebody being, raped or whatever, I'm curious why there's the double standard that Maggie thinks it's all hilarious.
I'm gonna guess she probably didn't know the situation. It was just taking it for the moment and the words that they were, not what he was doing, kind of thing. Like,
right.
I know what he was doing,
so thinking you're a straight male, it's hilarious that Jeff asked about sticking your dick in an ass. I mean, that's equally.
I think it was
hilarious.
more laughing how ridiculously he is, and it's just that's what I mean. That's just my opinion. I don't know. For me, it's just like he's so ridiculous. It's like, of course, he says this stuff all the time to me. He DMs me stuff worse than this. I mean, for me, it's like, I'm not going to get mad at him.
No, I get why. I get it. I get your side of it, and Eddie's Jeff. He's a ridiculous fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But Maggie's reaction is what I'm talking about.
Okay, am I allowed to say something? You guys can call Jeff. You can call Jeff. You can call Jeff every name you want, but he stands up to the people y'all should be standing up to. So just remember that at the end of the day. Make fun of him all you want. Talk all the shit that you want, but he's got the balls that you don't. Period.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Maggie.
What? Yeah.
Maggie, what part of
Hey, Ricky.
us asking Elle how to penetrate another man was funny though? Like, even if you don't know his story, what was so hilarious?
Jimmy.
You talking to Maggie, JoJo?
I am. Her whole premise is about being sexually violated. But every time it's about somebody else, she finds it incredibly hilarious.
It's because, and that should tell you that it has no emotional value to her, which adds to the fact that her story may or may not be real. There's no emotional value there. She can't, either that or, okay, let me answer JoJo Blackheart's question. Either it has no value to her, or she's sociopathic/psychopathic, because she has no, she can't relate to anybody else going through the same thing. She has no compassion, or there's a better word for it. And I asked myself that very same question. How if you're an actual victim of sexual violence, how can you shame another person who's a victim of the same thing you went through? I look at those people, and Jeffrey is a great example. I look at those people as my comrades, my peers, my brothers in battle, my brothers and sisters in battle. If you spill the same blood in the same mud, then we have
He's literally telling you where his mind is. It ain't where we live in reality.
That's the thing. You're not in reality. You're in fake La La Land.
She didn't shame me yet. Shut the fuck up.
You don't
know. Even fucking talk about it anyway.
I didn't say she shamed Al. I said what
How
was
do you
so
pay
hilarious.
taxes, Al? You don't even pay taxes, Al. You don't work. You can't pay taxes. But yet you want the fucking border open.
Jeff, let JoJo talk, please. Let JoJo talk.
That wasn't fucking JoJo. That was fuckface Al.
I know, but just let JoJo say something. Al won't do it either.
So shut up, Al.
Go ahead, JoJo.
Well, I you can, like, Yeti can spit out all the explanations he wants. I actually wanted to know from Maggie what was so hilarious. And I mean, she said it was just the word, but did she not soak in what he'd actually said? Like, is she that vapid that she can't comprehend that it could have been offensive? I know what you type.
It was absolutely
I don't get
offensive. It was extremely. It was not offensive. It was deplorably gross.
She'll never address appropriate questions.
Absolutely apprehensible.
That's my problem.
I mean, I'm not fazed by it, but that's
tell
just
me
what
to
it was.
drop it. If I've got a question, I'm going to keep going until I've got an answer that actually makes me stop questioning. Fucking tell me to drop it.
She apologized. Said she was sorry for it.
Steven, don't be
That's good enough for
retweeting my
me,
stuff.
right? If you're worried about me, the person that's supposed to be offended is me, then I accept her apology. So that should be the end of it.
Maggie,
As far as I'm
I
concerned.
think that you assume you're
I'm
the
not
only
telling you
one
what
that's
to do.
ever been hurt in this world, and you don't take anybody else's possible lives into consideration ever.
Well, the thing about it is, though, is Al put it out there. He spoke out.
Well, it's a good lesson learned then, right?
Al did put it out there. Why can't he put it out there? And then you use it against him because you're a piece of shit.
Well, I put it out there because I thought I made the mistake of thinking that this stuff wasn't going to happen anymore. But anyway,
put it out there in the first.
Al has the same dysfunction as Maggie. He can't draw a line between reality and social media because they both define themselves by social media. Al and Maggie are a lot more similar than any of you guys would ever think.
Oh, I don't even care about that. I had the question about Maggie. Like, I don't care who's similar. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about any of that.
it kind of answers your question, though.
Hey, that's a good point. Maggie
Raggy?
actually recognizes her faults, unlike you, Michael, who never recognizes any of yours and just projects it onto others and ramps it up 10 times. So you don't have to feel about your faults and your.
I recognize my fault. I listen. I wholeheartedly know that I'm an asshole. I totally know that I'm an asshole. But at the end of the day, I'm an asshole to the right people, which makes it all good. You deserve it. You've earned it.
So everyone
bought and paid for it. Now you can have it.
Yeti, when you have called Wheels Rolades, you know, something he can't change, what was the benefit of that?
Yeah, I'll let Maggie call it.
What do you get from calling him Rolades? Like he's suddenly just learning he's in a wheelchair or something?
No, I've known he was in a wheelchair the whole time, and it was the little nickname that I used for him when I referred to him. And he's pissed off a lot of other people, and I may or may not even have came up with Rolades. Somebody else may have came up with it, and I just repeated it. He's an asshole.
Right.
Hate to say it.
Right. But
So are you, JoJo.
What am I? Sorry?
An asshole. You've done some fucked up. You may not have done the same shit that he's done, but you're definitely supportive of people that do bad things to people.
Who am I supportive of? Tell me.
I'm sorry?
Who am I supportive of?
Listen, I'm not jumping down the rabbit hole.
Well, you brought it up. So, okay, just give me one.
No. I don't have to give you an example. I'll let you figure that out on your own. And it's far more than one person.
But you can't even name one. You know why? Because it's not a thing.
Jojo, I can name all of them because it's been a thing since the Sarah Gem days.
Oh, you mean Sarah Gem, that after she passed away, you messaged me going, yeah, I never liked her anyway, so I kind of don't feel anything about her death, that one. And then when you realised that I'd actually made up with her.
I didn't say that at all.
When you realised I actually made up with her, you tried to backpedal in the next message, yeah?
No, I was honest.
Have you noticed since then that I've not been on her side?
Let me address what you said. When the last time she went into the hospital, I tried to have a serious conversation with her and asked her not be on Periscope.
I'm not talking about what you did with her.
I don't want this. I don't want to hear this. Don't bring Sarah up in here. I don't want to hear it.
I'm not talking about when she was alive and whatnot. I'm telling him why.
Jojo, I don't want to hear it. Jojo, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I understand.
I don't.
All right. Respect for the broadcaster. Next topic.
I'm just wondering why JoJo. What has she got against me that she's got to attack me? Because she's got to ride the fucking short bus because everybody else talks about me, so she's got to talk about me, just like the rest of these motherfuckers got to talk about. Whether it's me or somebody else, they all got to ride the same.
I don't talk about you. I comment that you're a fucking idiot when you do stupid shit. You do stupid things. I'm gonna say they're stupid things.
Well, you do stupid shit too.
Tell me, what do I do?
You talk about me. What stupid shit do I do? You got to ride the fucking short bus because everybody else talks about me. So you got to talk about me because everybody else does.
What have I said about you?
What have you said? So what have I done? So what have I done?
Jeff, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait.
Yeah, don't ever have to try and prove what you say. Don't take that bait. Don't take it.
No, but JoJo, it's the same old shit. Come on. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, I have overwhelming faith that the overwhelming population would agree that I'm a much better person than either you or Jeff combined.
Oh, shut up, Al. No, you're not.
Okay.
Jackie, would you like me to start in on you now? You're the one that put out Periscope, Jackie. You're the one that played those fucking recordings, not me, Jackie.
Jeff, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait, Jeff.
Yeah, just get up there and just say whatever you feel like
Don't
saying.
fight with a bubble,
Be racist, call wheels, roll age. You can do all those things, but don't ever answer a question that someone has. Great.
Who, me?
Well, then block me. I'm trying to get people to
What do
fucking
you mean block you? We have to hear you. You're in the beam.
Well, please block me then and stop
Hold on.
crying.
And I'm
Don't
still
cry.
Here, I'm going to help you.
crying.
Jeff,
Nobody's crying.
Jeff, I'm going to help you out. If you guys block Jeff, then you don't hear Yeti either. Ha ha.
It's not true. You're up in the fucking beam. We can't block the beam.
They can hear I'm in the beam.
Special kind
Maggie,
of
did you want to talk to Al or Yeti or?
All right, I'm going to hang up so Maggie can talk to Al.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Wait a minute, Jojo. Jojo, before you hang up.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
She left.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Yeah.
No, I just want to make sure
I can't hear shit. I'm going to have to get up because everything's fucked up.
Hey, Maggie. Beautiful Maggie. Hey, Maggie.
I just want to make sure I'm not trying to deflect. It was an inappropriate laugh. I was in the middle of taking a bite, and the fact that Jeff got through that statement with no stumbling, it was an inappropriate laugh, though. It was
always an excuse.
I take full responsibility.
Always an excuse. Always an excuse.
About it.
So I am sorry, and I do owe you an apology. And if I am being
insensitive
to other people's things, then that is something that I need to reevaluate. And I'm always going to reevaluate to make sure that I'm not actually being defensive and that I'm taking things that people state seriously as well. So I am sorry about that. It was an inappropriate laugh. I was more just shocked that he actually said that in the moment. So I am sorry.
I'm pretty empathic.
Why did you?
I'm extremely intuitive. I know why
you have.
I wasn't bothered.
Okay.
If I'd have felt you were laughing anyway inappropriately, I would have reacted. You should know me by now.
Al's the one that put out his little dick. He's the one that went live.
So this is you being sensitive, is it? Is this your
Al, you're the one that
Jeff?
showed your little mini-me.
So we're
your
all
little mini.
angry at Maggie, but
hold on. Can I ask Maggie a question? Maggie, I need to know if Spree smelled. Maggie, did Spree smell? Yes or no?
Tell me you're a horrible person without telling me you're a horrible person.
We already know you are. You'll be crying in a few days anyway, Al.
Don Lott, I'm just trying to make sure I can respect that, JoJo did ask a question and she did deserve a direct answer. So I'm hoping that this was satisfying.
I understand. I think she got it, Maggie.
Okay.
Don Lott, this is Leroy. Nina said me.
So you think Spree smells, Yeti? Why you ask Maggie that question? Have you met Spree before or something?
Yeah.
Did you meet Spree in person?
I didn't hear what you said. No, I haven't met Spree yet.
No.
He's just probably referring to the comments that when rumors when she was in New York. This guy. Rumors when she was in New York. He's just feeding into bullshit that he remembers, or people are feeding into him, or just dumb shit. Who knows? Who knows the nonsense he gets fed to and he repeats back?
Hey,
we know. Actually, we do know because he tells us. He says it.
I get in trouble for that. I tried to up to the last time, and I got.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Beautiful Tamara.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to hang up to do it. Never mind. Super Yeti, I'll answer you after...
I brought that up.
I know, beautiful Charlie.
A while ago, and I got in trouble for that. That's the part that
I mean, that ending. Fucking iceberg.
So that meant Maggie. Sorry.
She didn't deserve it anyway. Too stupid to get on the iceberg. She's better off. Dumbass. Who doesn't get on an iceberg? What do you just don't go on? It just made no sense. Come on. I hate people trying to fuck with your common sense. People are like me anyway. I'm sure y'all could just buy into that stuff, but I just can't. You ruined the whole. I'm like, I waited.
Steven, you want to
I don't
call
know.
in and say hello?
Yeah.
20 years before I watched
Yeah.
for that nonsense.
Listen, I'm hanging up and calling right back.
All right.
We heard you. Don't hit the curb.
Al did the same thing.
I hit a curb once.
Okay.
Christ. Fucking hell. Satan calling.
Okay, you are live.
Puppet.
Hold on.
Builders is your puppet.
Oh, Lord.
I think I'm gonna post what Al said to somebody else. I'm gonna post that.
What did he just say?
No, I'm gonna post what he did, what he claims that he didn't do, and he did it too. When another person, I'll explain it to you. I can't on
Can you
here,
type it just like that?
but I'm gonna put it on.
He did something.
what
He
he
didn't
said.
do what he's doing. Did
Yeah,
put
what
that? I want to read it. Can't
that
wait.
happened to you. I'm
Go in
gonna
your
post.
settings
Boop, boop,
and
be-doo.
account.
How come you can't see comments on the internet?
I think that you're cool, Al. You're not. You did the same shit, you filthy motherfucker.
Hey, if you say it slow, my name's in there. Cool.
Scumbag loser.
What's going on in the background? Jeez.
You live in a fucking somebody else's basement. You don't pay taxes. You're feeding off of
Satan
somebody
on the
else's
line.
fucking shit. You're a scumbag loser.
Al, when they send you the money for food, are you able to buy food for the dog and the bird too, or no?
Probably not. You don't even know how to pay taxes. Too stupid.
I mean, people send me money, right? I spend this. That's how it works. What do you do?
I don't have a dog or a bird.
That's true. I get. Yeah, right. Sure. But great quality question there.
I'm just curious.
Oh, I know. I appreciate you telling me where your brain is at. And wow, it's scary. It's like very alone, empty. I can see it. It's like little thoughts floating by. Let's try this one. Oh,
are you high, bitch?
Oh, here's a bird and
a
dog.
you must
I'll
be
say something stupid about that. Yeah, my bird talks better than you, actually.
You talk better?
I guess he would talk better than you with his moose.
Al said I talk better.
Yeah, and his bird talks better than him with his when the bird says moose, the bird.
So yeah, he's gone to
dinner.
Is he? Are you on a loop?
Well, we know you are.
I can feel like
Dude, Delina is. Hold on, I'll tell you.
We know, Wheels. We know. You also like to be pissed on. We get it. We all know that, Wheels. We understand that. We get it. You suck dick and like to be peed on.
You're just having a whole afternoon conversation with yourself.
That's just fucking disgusting.
The things that are on Jeff's mind.
He's the one out there, Al.
Can I ask a dumb question?
There you go, Al. Maybe you should hook up with fucking Wheels, Al. But the only problem is you got no fucking your little mini me can't penetrate.
Is that what the problem is? Is that what the problem is?
Because we know that you play the bitch.
Problem is.
Yeah.
Yes, hello, Discord people, you idiots.
Has anybody ever tasted sugar scrub? Be honest.
I'm drinking almond dark chocolate milk.
No
It's really
content
good.
thoughts on Discord.
This fool. This fool. Oh,
Hey,
that's from
Gina's,
eating all that meat?
Gina's talking about your dick, Jeff.
That's what happened to me.
Gina, who ain't seen dick since Johnny fucking V-neck, talk about your dick, dog.
Yeah,
One of the leading causes of
coming
serious medical
from
problems.
fucking delivering fucking food. How fucking pathetic. Somebody that can't afford to put their vehicle in the shop, but they deliver
Wait,
food.
now come on now. Don't make fun of
All
Michael
right,
like that.
hey,
He needed some money to
no
go to the
more
cabin.
money talk.
Be fair. Come on now.
Make sure it's
Michael
hot.
needed the money to go to
Jeff,
the cabin.
I got a
so
question for Jeff. You know, Jeff kind of leans like with me, like the border and stuff. But Jeff, I wanted to know what you thought about Biden's policy on Russia today.
I didn't hear.
Oh, what?
Do you agree?
I didn't. I can't speak on it because I didn't. I've been busy the past 3 fucking days. I haven't had a chance to.
Well, repeat the question, please.
I was asking Jeff, what did he think of Biden's policy on Russia?
Oh, I didn't see that shit either. Why are you so politically fucking driven?
Troy gets it.
Hey, can I say something without Jeff yelling over me real quick?
Go ahead, Gina.
Okay, so I just wanted to point out, it's just an observation. So Yeti's been like, you know, you shouldn't be policing things. If you want to let people have all-out war, then you can't pick which conversations they have. And don't block him. I got this. And then just now, when somebody says,
Joe.
and just wait a minute, I don't get my thought out. Just now, you're like, Jeff, let's don't talk about money anymore. Like, you are just directing, you are backseat driving this motherfucker all the way from me. And you contradict yourself every time you speak. I just don't understand. Like, why did you fight?
No, I'm just trying to help him out.
Wait a minute.
Listen, Jeff's going to say what he wants to fucking say. Same way you're going to say what you want to say. And all the dumb words that come out of your mouth. Just keep begging.
Wait 1 second.
Just keep begging.
Yeah. Which is, okay.
Hey, yo, man, can I get $1? Let me get $1. Let me get $1 over here. I done ran it out of gas, and I need $1, and I can get back to Charlotte. I can go here.
What's
I can
wrong?
go there.
You don't want to hear what she has to say?
What the funny part is she went on vacation.
Can I make one more point, and then y'all can go back to
Jeff,
fighting?
are you and Yeti afraid to hear what Gina has to say? No. That's why you're talking over her?
He is, and I'm going to say one more thing. This is the reason.
I don't like you guys are afraid.
What y'all just saw with Yeti is the reason that Yeti will not come into spaces, because without having people in the comments to fire him up, he can't answer your question one-on-one, which is why you never get a chance to give him a thought to have him reply. So the reason you don't see Yeti around spaces is because Yeti wouldn't have anything to say if he wasn't screeching insanity because of people's comments. I was simply going to ask him a question.
I've never been in the spaces, and I have no idea what it is.
I had a real question to ask. So I'm sorry, but you're a
Ask your question.
You can't even go into a broadcast.
Ask your question, Big Mouth. Ask your fucking question, Big Mouth. Ask your question.
Let's see. As soon as I go in here and get this food I'm about to deliver, I might come back and do just that. Thanks for wasting the time.
You know what's fun?
Don't forget the ketchup, bitch. Don't forget the fucking ketchup. Don't forget my fucking ketchup. I said don't forget my fucking ketchup.
You just want to drown
Michael,
me
yo,
out.
Do not forget my fucking ketchup.
Michael, even it's still gonna suck, but you know, you have lots of time.
You know what's funny is Gina fucking ripped on fucking Al, but yet here she was just sticking him when she fucking over a week she fucking talked about Al and ripped on him, and here what she talked about Al one too many fucking times, and now she's sticking up for him. What the fuck? That's funny. And then they do the same shit in there. They got to talk about people that's not even in there. Oh, why is that? Oh, well, that's right. Because Gina's got to fucking block them. How fucking weird is that?
I don't write other people's paths, and the path they choose, and I'm a very accepting person, Jeff. I'm a very
Hey
understanding
Yeti,
person, Jeff.
Spaces it's a private room to where you can go in there and fucking talk to people and basically fucking rip on or whatever whatever the broadcaster will allow pretty much, but it's a private room on Twitter, and you can and there's usually there's a lot of people in there. It can hold a lot of people. That's what Spaces is.
Unlike your brain.
It's almost like this.
Spaces is public.
It is private. It depends on the person if they allow the individual in there. So yeah, it basically is private. If Don didn't want somebody in there and they can't come in, so how are they going to get in unless he lets them in? How's that not private?
It's beta, and that might change. And I think there is a place you can go to check to see who is live on Spaces.
Or
not
he can
correct.
just so that's fucking yeah.
And I've been in Spaces that I haven't been people following before. I'm not understand why, but I have.
Stupid shit.
Right. Stop telling the truth. I get it. Sure.
They're not talking about you. They're talking about fucking Yeti, you dumb ignorant fuck.
Sure.
What they say? I walked away for a minute. What they say?
It's public. It's public.
Hey, Pocahontas. What are you talking about, Pocahontas?
Wow. Oh wow. What's up with that word?
You're Pocahontas.
Man, what's that mean?
You're the bitch. Pocahontas.
What does it mean?
Al, you're so desperate. You cling on to any type of social anything.
What is Pocahontas?
Al, you're such a pussy. You can't stand on your own. You always have to invoke support. You always have to recruit.
Y'all are
such a pussy.
There's always the guy that would like beat up.
Yeah, why don't you ask Gina what she said about you?
On the other guy
hey, Pocahontas, why don't you ask Gina what she said about you, Pocahontas?
So what does Pocahontas mean again? We were talking about that. Could you describe what that means? I'm Canadian. I don't understand.
Figure it out, Pocahontas.
No, I don't. I'd appreciate if you just tell me what it means.
No, I thought maybe Jeff could answer. I thought Jeff maybe could state his opinion on it.
I didn't see it. I can't speak on it because I didn't see it or hear it.
Oh, why it's doing that?
Just what Biden said about Russia is that he wants to have a better arrangement with them. And what do you think about that?
I don't know everything. I can't speak on what I don't.
Do you think that'd be a good idea for us and Russia to have better relations?
Well, yeah.
You think so?
What do you think Trump was trying to do?
I mean, it's better than bad relations. I mean, that's the other side. I'm just saying.
No, Trump kind of kissed Russia's ass.
I know, Bubbles. I don't believe you want Russia. I don't think Russia and the United States should be not no communist state. That's just my opinion.
Well, better relations doesn't mean it could be just like let's just try to
communists. Come on,
let's try to stay in our own lane kind of thing, and maybe I don't know what it means. I think everyone's in that position with Russia. To be honest with you, like, okay, what the fuck do we do with Russia? What the fuck do we do with the fucking Russia? What do we do? We'll just stay confused for a while. Maybe Russia will just chill the fuck out.
Al, who's we? Al, who's we?
The world.
Actually think the fuck out of here.
All right, now, okay, get out of here. You know everything. Tell us then, please. Share your opinion on it.
He said he wanted us to share our nuclear secrets.
From Al, the one that wants the borders down, because he said the same thing that other people fucking said. Let down the fucking borders and let every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry come in here and fucking bring some fucking foul shit over here to the United States. That's the kind of shit Al fucking stands for.
Balls.
Sure, speak for me. I don't want to talk.
Jeff, what do you think of Biden calling white supremacy a terrorist organization? Do you agree with that?
So is Antifa.
Is that a yes or no, Glock?
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Russia
White,
thing,
white.
it's not
Hold
gonna
on.
happen.
Let me address Dunlop's question real quick. White.
Great answer, guys.
White supremacy.
Very clear, decisive.
White supremacy. White
Wow.
supremacy is beyond the shadow of a doubt domestic terrorism because they want to overthrow the government. Yes, that's terrorism.
So does
not because they're
Antifa.
white
They also
supremacists.
want to overthrow the government.
Oh,
They
that's
also want to
specific.
overthrow the government. Little do
Would
you
you
know if
think Black
you
Lives
watch
Matter
the
is a
live
terrorist
stream.
organization?
I wouldn't classify them, but I'd classify Antifa for sure.
Or extremist group, Black Lives Matter?
The problem I think with BLM is because of the infiltration of Antifa. That's just my opinion. I wish these people would stop messaging me.
Mine too. What do you think, Jeff?
Where's your friends at, John David Lucy? Do you need your fucking friends? You're here by yourself. You fucking
Jeff, you think Antifa's a terrorist organization?
I don't know. I can't say or speak on it.
I think
All right. That was clear.
extremism, extremism on both sides of the political compass is dangerous. BLM is just as dangerous as the Proud Boys, and for every radicalized group you have on either side of the fucking spectrum, it's not good.
It should be across the board.
We want people who are in the middle.
Scumbag.
All of them.
He's a scumbag.
You can't just have one and not do the other because they're all
You're a
extremist
scumbag.
groups. You can't tell me that they're not.
Jimmy.
And the thing about Russia, it's not going to happen because Russia is, he's not too fond. I don't foresee it happening on Biden's watch. He's already been challenged Biden to a debate, and it hasn't happened.
Who does that?
Who does that? Why not? If he's of sound mind and body,
no one ever.
Do it. Why not? Why not?
Let me just challenge another guy from another country.
He could debate another man, a man who's physically capable of debating.
He's got better things to do, like maybe run your country.
Can't because his cognitivity is not there.
A dictator murderer. What? Don't run my country. Go ahead. Doesn't matter. What else you got to do?
We're talking about our country, okay? Just sit.
But Al knows about our country.
No, you're gonna treat me like a less than.
He knows about
is the terror organization, but they don't do anything about it.
You don't tell me to sit.
Would you shut up, Al?
No, you don't tell me to shut up either.
God,
maybe if you don't tell people to sit, they will shut up and maybe.
Jeff, what do you think of the Proud Boys?
Al needs to shut up.
Thanks.
You ever heard of the Proud Boys?
I do. I know who they are, and I know there were, I think, 9 arrested regarding January 6th. I believe there was 9 indicted. 1 is facing 30 years.
More than you, Jackie.
439 arrests from the incident occurring on January 6th.
Get him to stop talking over me.
439.
You know shit, Lisa.
Hold on, guys. I want to hear what Glock has to say.
I want to hear the
shut
truth.
Up. He just told
Ride that short bus, Jackie.
I want to hear the truth.
Damn. Leslie, this isn't your room. It's his room.
You got Jeff fight with Jackie. You got Al fucking rattling on.
As far as I know, but I haven't done any research lately. There was nothing. He keeps talking over me. It's just nonstop.
That's why he's trying to stick.
God,
they're gonna turn on his fucking it's in the.
Steph, can I just finish real quick? Just real quick, what Don was asking about. I believe I'd have to look into it, Donla, because I haven't done any research on the people that were arrested lately. At the last time I looked, there were 8 or 9 Proud Boys who were indicted. I know one of them that is facing, I don't know him personally, but I know who he is. He was on the front lines, basically, is facing 30 years. So it's very real. And what if they were involved? You do the crime, you do the time, just like anybody else. That's the way I feel. You shouldn't have been involved. Shouldn't have happened. Period.
Get somebody to pay for your car to get fixed, Jackie.
Jeff, come on, please.
but that's really.
I'm
there's
out of here.
been-
I'm out of here. I'm
Okay.
done. I'm dropping anyway. I'm out. I'm gone.
But I think, download. I think there's been about. I'd have to look. I know had been at least 250 indictments. There might be more by this time because it's ongoing. So.
See, I wanted Jeff's take on all of this because Jeff is pretty smart on politics, and he understands. He's a proud patriot, and I just wanted Jeff's opinion on things that's going on in our country.
That's right.
That's why I was asking these questions, because I know he knows about what's going around, being a truck driver and stuff. I know knows what's going around in the country.
All 48 states.
Jeff would know firsthand what's going on. And I think him driving the semi around the country, he would know all this stuff. So that's why I was asking him about why Biden said Russia's going to be our best friend again.
Won't happen. I don't foresee.
I know, Bubbles.
I just automatically assumed he wasn't going to answer, so I was impatiently just saying, I knew he wasn't going to.
Russia's, pretty well entwined with China. I don't think it's in our best interest. You have to keep them at arm's length, just like we did North Korea. He wasn't
beautiful ending.
He wasn't afraid to stand up to Kim Jong-un, or however you say his name. He wasn't afraid to stand up to him, and he did. And you have to respect that. He didn't back down.
Hey, I just had a quick question. So if there was a debate between President Putin and President Biden, what would be like the desired outcome? Like, what would we be looking for there?
I don't think that the only outcome it would be, in my opinion, this is logically thinking, because as much as people hate Putin, he's been in power for a while, we know, and he's pretty intelligent, and he's pretty quick when he speaks. I just think he would annihilate Biden, and it would embarrass us, and I don't think there would be really any outcome except him owning Biden. That's what I think, because it just wouldn't end well. It'd be very messy.
But okay, if it was, let's say, if it was President Trump, what would usually a debate? Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, Maggie. I didn't mean to. I just sent him the mess. Sorry, hon.
No, that's okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't interrupting you. So if it was President Trump, right? Because I think President Trump can be very smart and make very good arguments and possibly debate well. I'm just curious as to what that would what that would be accomplishing, right? Because a debate either makes you choose if you're a middle of the way voter. I would love it. I would want us to rock Russia because fuck you, Putin.
Well, I think I believe this is what I think, that Putin did it as about face, like, here, let me challenge you and see what you say. That's what I speak to that too, because of his.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If it was Justin Trudeau, anyone.
Can I just speak to the fact that the guy is like was the head of the KGB? The guy can play more mind games than any board game company. Like he would come on. The guy they would be a glorious day for him. And the fact that he's asking for it, he's obviously up to something.
Yeah. Right? I mean, he's shiesty. Like, he's a scary fucking man. He's definitely got lots of actual literal skeletons.
Yeah, I mean, he's
but
like
so
I said,
is well, how do they say his name? XI. What is Chinese?
He's up to
leader?
something.
I don't know how
Xi?
exactly. Xi? Is it Xi?
I think so.
Xi or whatever he pronounced it.
Yeah, he's just as dangerous, I think.
Oh, both of them are terrifying.
And put them together as to go against us. That's scary if that happens. Very scary.
Like, see, they're testing Biden already. They're fucking those Iranian ships fucking coming close. If I was president, I would have sunk them motherfuckers.
Is it? Well, Maggie, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there some type of face-off in one of the
get close to us? I would have
just the other day.
No warning.
Nuke.
So we're not messing around.
I think we fired something at Iran's ships or something.
Fuck the
I don't
fire.
know
I
for
would have shot
sure.
him. I would have sunk him.
We did. Yeah.
Something happened the other day.
Listen, we spend more in our military science than the next 3 places combined. I know people are worried about all of the
No warning
for me,
shots for me.
knowing our military, I refuse to ever be flustered whenever I think about any other place, because our guidance systems are better. They're way more precise. I can't even begin to be bothered by other places or thinking of them as military challenges. And that's probably me definitely being way too arrogant and believing in American exceptionalism. But we wouldn't even have boots on the ground before we killed a whole lot of people with drones, which is probably inappropriate, right?
It's probably right. You're probably right on that statement.
Like our military science and the advances that we make, there's a reason as to why they think that an alien landed. It's because the advances we made were so crazy from the 1950s and 60s that it was the only way a lot of people could justify us being that far ahead.
True.
It's just, yeah, I mean, listen, Russia has one thing, and that is a ton of people to throw at people, right? And I'm not saying that Russia or China is not something to be taken seriously.
I think we're in for a rude awakening in the next 3 years with China. They're building their navy. They're getting more powerful. Their military
Yes, he did,
more
Bella
powerful,
Boo.
and it's getting kind of scary. It's definitely happening. And if they go side by side with Russia against us to become a superpower, one of them to become a superpower, there's no telling what'll happen. It's scary because that's where we're at right now. I don't
that could be true.
Country either.
I don't
forever.
No, I do hear what you're saying. I'm thinking about how quickly we can mobilize and how we've always been armed and ready, armed to the teeth, primarily just to be ready for anything like that. That's our worst case 2-front war plan that has always been prepared, is for us to be able to have enough money to mobilize if a China and a Russia ever chose to partner up and go against us, right? That is what we have always think tanks and people that are smarter than I, who know capabilities, who understand the problems. For example, China's a huge land-based empire with not many paved roads. How long would it actually take for them to get people to mobilize? How long would they actually be able to get people? How quickly would they be able to get resources out to people if need be, or get resources from areas back to military capitals and things like that? Nope.
But North Korea, when Trump was in as president, Maddie, there was, I guess you could say, some type of peace. It took a while, but now they've been threatening us, North Korea. And there's no telling what they'll do either, because he's another one who doesn't like our leader. And you can't tell me, it's very evident that all these world leaders realize how weak he is cognitively. Okay, they see that, and they're feeding off of that. That's really all I can say. I mean, it's
so
very
this is
evident.
an article from National Interest. So Pentagon spends $1.2 billion on war planners who run every simulation of warfare that is inherently joint and provides a conceptual basis for war games. So they run regular simulations of war games every day, trying to figure out if there are situations in which we would not be able to overcome Russia or China. While there would be a need for air supremacy or ground power advocates, which I totally understand.
She will, Susie.
Stop it. I'm trying to be serious. Stop it. It's not fair. But there's considering how much we spend on things like that, and we haven't lowered our military budget, I think ever, really, except for like a little bit. It's so you know what? That may be really arrogant, but knowing like Joseph Guastella, the Air Force Deputy Chief of Staff of Operations, regularly, like whenever we look towards pivoting, being able to deter high-end adversary, like the amount with which we are able to contest a space war or enemy positions is wild. Ours are far better trained. We can actually get them guns. In the last big military confrontation that Russia had, they were waiting for each other to die to actually get guns away from them. Yes, it takes courage of leaders to give orders. Absolutely. They may be superior in the internet war, balls Westicle. But dismounted firepower is where we absolutely shine. I don't think we can underestimate how intelligent our infantry is.
But I believe that isn't, and I'm not 100% on this. I'd have to do a little more research about, I'm not going to speak on it, about money being taken from the military taken away from the military. I need to look into that first before I speak on it.
Warhawks are still such a strong part of government as a whole that any time we look at lowering the military budget, especially at any point in time, gets boo-hooed so quickly. I would be shocked. I really don't think that we have in a long time.
Even if it happens, I don't think we should be taking away from that. We need to start taking away of funding other countries and their studies and stuff like that. We need to invest. That's our military.
Ooh,
that protects us, our U.S. citizens. It protects all of us.
So whenever they look to the national budget, we do give money to other countries. That is us attempting to, and now they're paying for propping up efforts in other countries that we want to stand as our allies. And I know that it's a straw man, and I know that it doesn't look great. I understand that. But that's what that money is for. It may say it's for studying gender things. I don't believe that to be. I know that sounds like a conspiracy theory, but that's a very CIA move to call these things, this is for Pakistan to study these gender things. It's really just money we're giving them, like soft money, so they can actually continue to be our ally and will fight against these things. In an economy in which, I'm not saying it's right, but when I said, why do we give a shit about these things or about this sort of a survey or anything else, it was not the case. That was not the business.
Going to Mars is an issue, but our military.
I agree. 100. I agree. We have to stand strong always as a nation. Because this moment we appear weak, and we kind of do right now.
They're going to test Biden.
It's going to happen in the next 3 years.
The extension here that while both nation retains a triad of nuclear strike forces, that is ICBMs, which are RS-28 SARMATs, as well as ground bases, aircraft, and submarines, Russia would struggle to utilize the aircraft and submarine components effectively. That's why Russia's strategic bomber force is aged and non-stealth in nature, because they don't know how to make it stealth and also be able to lug around the type of nuclear strike system that you have to utilize, right? They are a long way from being able to rival U.S. equivalent platforms such as the B-2 bomber. In the event of a war, Russia's strategic bombers would be exceptionally vulnerable to detection and interception and destruction by interceptors. They're also far less adept and far less highly trained. I think it's like that old quote of, the U.S. Donald, you've probably heard of this, where we spent $600 on to develop a pen that could write in space, and in Russia, instead of doing that. Oh, sorry. This source is Washington Examiner. It's from March 30, 2018. For that source, Holly. Once again, I don't know that I'm actually correct. I don't have military experience. These are things that I'm just looking into. But the reason that that's not a really funny joke is because whenever Russian astronauts used pencils in space, it set things on fire because it's so dry and static. Graphite sparks, right? So that was why we had to create a pen that wouldn't set things on fire in a closed atmosphere like that. There's no need for it to be like that. So.
Oh my God.
2018. It's from March 30th, 2018.
That's horrible.
No, it's not a problem, Holly. If this is an inappropriate, source, let me know. I literally just looked up why U.S. military would win against Russia. or against Russia and China. I think we underestimate the mobilization efforts. Even though Vietnam veterans are treated very poorly, people still poured out in halls to volunteer for the war effort for other things like that. I definitely don't. I can't. Whenever other people, I'm not discounting that fear. I definitely am probably very arrogant in this belief, but I just refuse to believe that it's, fuck them. Sorry, that's such a shutdown. But our stealth fighters are insane. They don't even have a half of the number that we do. Gavin, if you want to call in, I don't want to be wrong in stating these things. Please do. You know I love hearing you. You said off the rails and inaccurate. Oh, I am? Oh, well then please call in. I told you this is just an opinion.
I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah, keep going, Gavin. Thank God those other things are gone. Gonna find on Wikipedia, so I'm just gonna sit here, says Gavin.
Well, okay, with the information I have available to me, I'm not trying to be as incorrect as I don't know what you want from me then. There's nothing I can do about that.
Okay, wait. So you're saying, okay, Russia has a hypersonic missile. I'm going to look into this because I didn't know anything about that. So I like it.
I'm, again, not trying to be incorrect. I appreciate OPSEC. I'm just stating whatever. Okay.
Okay. Caught up with these comments. Okay.
I know one thing, they're going to be testing Biden. That's what Iran's doing. Russia's going to do it. China's going to do it.
China's got so much on. I have a feeling that
they
China
didn't do that shit with Trump. I'll tell you that.
But no, fuck around and find out. Yeah, it wasn't going to happen.
They know Trump wouldn't play.
No, he didn't. And that's where, because you know how he taunted North Korea in the beginning. Yes, he did. He did. Called him Little Rocket Man. Yes, he did. But what president went into that, I forgot what it's called, that area in the southern and North Korean border there and met with North Korean leader ever?
They don't respect
That was history. It was history. That's never happened like that.
Nope, that's not no conspiracy. That's facts.
He demanded respect.
A high-angle delivery system that can't be tested. That's interesting. Frog.
And he stood up to, remember when he stood up to Putin in the beginning too? Because he screwed around with Putin in the beginning too. And
I'm trying to, Leslie. I told him you said he was too scared to come up and talk politics, but I don't know. I'd like to hear what Jeff has to say.
They did say that. Their plan is to destroy America.
Jeff's out there on the front lines.
Did you see that comment? China has no interest in fighting a war. They said that their plan is to destroy America from the inside out, which is, they know what's happening in our society right now is causing the division, and it's going to get worse.
You want to call in, Jeff?
That's what China wants. That's what because then they can make moves.
From the Iranians the other day was a test, in my opinion. Biden failed.
Yeah, it was. It was a test.
The NORAD system.
From the Iranians the other day was a test, in my opinion, and Biden failed. I agree with you. I'm sorry I missed that comment. That I agree with you wholeheartedly. Yep. They are testing us.
You got to show these countries you mean business, you know. Jeff, what do you think about
Fang Fang.
on the border, Jeff? Are you in here, Jeff? I like your opinion on the border situation that's going on.
No, I'm not going to go there tonight. Just gets too heated. I got to go to the doctor in the morning.
I don't think he wants to come. No, he don't want to come up. Because, he is out there on the front lines, driving a truck. He sees a lot. And it's like his...
Well, how would you do it differently? Do you think we could make it faster? I hate the idea of them building more places to house people instead of that creates such a bad bottleneck. So how should it be different?
But my question is, okay, my grandparents came from Italy, right? And they came via Ellis Island, way back.
Yeah, he won't let him call up.
I don't understand. We're in 2021 right now. Why can't we have something like Ellis Island back in where they were? I don't know how. I'm sure they weren't vetted like they are now, of course, because it was way back then. We have to have a smoother process where these people came in legally. It's just, I don't know which way to do it, but the way it's being done and the way it's been done isn't working. Stop the flow. I agree.
That's true, Super Yeti. Biden got rid of Trump's with that executive order, and boom, all people just start flooding in.
Yep.
We saw that opening up. Come on in, everybody.
And I don't understand how anybody could be okay with that. I guess when you're along the borders and your family or your ranch is affected by it, or one of your family members gets killed by an illegal immigrant that got into this country, until it, I think, affects you, I don't understand why some of these people, I see it through other eyes, where people who have been hurt by these people that have come in here illegally, and it's happened. People have been murdered, they have been deported back, and now they're allowed to come back in. Can you imagine? Kate Stein, her parents, this guy that killed her was an illegal immigrant. He got off. They shipped him back to where, I can't even remember where he was from. They shipped him back. Now he's going to be able to come right back in. How would that feel? How would that feel if you were a parent? You would feel helpless.
So a lot of the problem is that there are so many deportation cases, and there are not enough judges. So it's creating a bottleneck because we are sending them away, but we are not allowing the judicial system to have enough proponents to handle it.
I know, Nurse Angel.
Yep. Family-based quotas, there's a maximum amount of skilled workers allowed from any given country in any year. Skilled workers from India may face more than a decade of waiting for green cards. These long lines are really problematic. It's a lot of the fact that whatever bureaucracy or whatever people want to do that or want to come over here, there is not enough time and there's not enough people to pay attention to every single case. So it just gets more and more, and there's no way to get caught up. And there are inherent flaws.
Cowgirl Crush, talk to the ranchers in South Texas. They live in fear. And why should these people who live there on those ranches at the borders, who have had their families there for many, many, many years, it's getting destroyed, and they live in fear? Why is that okay? They are American citizens. It should not be happening. America first.
What do you think, Maggie?
Think about what?
What we're talking about. I know you.
I just gave you my opinion. I don't want to blame people running away from a horrific situation. I heard Lindy, and I'm sorry, not Lindy. I don't want to call anyone out. I saw the comment about let's, either cut funding or encourage these countries to handle their own problems. And what I think maybe what we need to understand is that a lot of the problems are ones that we created by interfering in these countries' natural processes, so that whatever, because Latin America wanted to get very communist, and we decided, hell no. So we went in, we set up peppermint governments, literal banana republics, that that ended in the death of what may have been a decent communist person. I understand that. Wait. I understand communism was bad, but by doing that, it allowed even worse people to come in and take over. So while we may want to put that, I don't think is going to make us any further friends by that. And I know some of the immigrants are probably sex trafficked.
Yes, they are. The women and the children. How does that... Okay, I'm going to try to say this as calmly as I can. If you don't think it's happening, and you think, I don't know what you think on this, do you realize that does happen at the border? Yes, or I guess it's a yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. How is that okay? I don't know how anybody could be okay with happening.
I've never said it was okay. I don't believe that it is okay. I hate that. That is primarily what I'm thinking of, is that if they are not being trafficked necessarily, which I know does happen, but I understand that it is nigh on impossible for a young woman to get to the border without having been sexually assaulted. I think it's really bad. So I look at deporting them or sending them back as almost punishing them for just trying to get out of their really shitty situation, right? That's why for example, there are huge populations of Ghanaian people here that are trying to escape the fact that young girls are utilized and go through, genital mutilation. And that's why they came here, right? I just looking at that and going through all that.
Yes, they are put on. They are put on birth control. You're correct. And I don't think that cartels, try to do this calmly, breathe, cartels and coyotes and these people coming over, this should not be happening. And that's why it needs to stop.
So this is going to sound pretty radical. And I don't know if I'm saying things that are actually upsetting you, that are making you feel like you have to calm down. I'm really not trying to.
No, the children are what bothers me. Okay. Yeah. That's what bothers me.
Yeah. When I saw them dropping them over when I saw them being dropped over.
Well, think of how desperate a parent has to be in order to do something like that, right? It's kind of like a parent who, when a building is on fire, drops their kid off a balcony to give them some chance of dying. I think some of the refugees do view their countries as a house on fire. It did not just start. Honestly, this is going to be radical, but if we legalize a lot more drugs and cut down on the cartels being able to make any money from the illegal drug trade, because that's why and how they can get in is that money speaks. I think we would be shocked at how much cutting into that power base would really kill whatever control the cartels had.
Really, logically, do you think that the cartels are not also being pushed through their members?
But that's what I'm stating,
so they can run drugs?
If there's no way for them to make money, for example, if all of a sudden these things are legal, right? So Lisa, I understand
that. In Portland, it's happening. They did. If I'm stand corrected, if Mago, did they legalize drugs in Portland, in Oregon? The bad drugs. I'm not talking marijuana. Okay, that's what I can't see. Oh God, that's horrible.
This is one thing that's been suggested as a way of ending their control, because when it's a multi-billion-dollar corporation, right? Or trade. And in ending that, this is not something that I necessarily agree with, but I'm honestly open to all options. So once again, if people are going to get that hyped up, I just don't even want to bother saying it. I'm not trying to like hurt more people. I'm just stating
I
by
agree, Malk.
ending that or legalizing these things, it would be one way in which it would end any control a lot of them would have.
Put them in
You
the
Okay.
could
their
do
own
that with the
countries. That's
drugs,
true.
but what's happening
You're
right
right,
now
Wendy. You're right.
is the sex and child trafficking, and they project that the cartels just from child sex trafficking alone this year are projected to make over $8.5 billion just from that alone. But that doesn't stop them from making the drugs. Legalizing it just gives them more access to more people.
True.
Look at the Emerald Triangle in Northern California. The cartels have taken over. They've killed people that have tried to grow pot. Girls are going missing. They have about 30 girls missing right now in the Emerald Triangle.
Is that Humboldt County in California?
In Northern California?
I just read it. Yeah, I just read a whole
Humboldt
article.
County, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
The cartels have taken it over. You try to grow pot to sell it legally. No, they'll just kill you. But their money that they are making, because you don't cross that border without the cartels getting paid. Okay? You don't just decide to take the trek on your own and say, fuck the cartel, I'm not paying you to do it, I'm going to do it myself. That doesn't happen. I mean, the Border Patrol fishes toddlers out of the Rio Grande dead. A woman hanging from a tree half burned. Girls repeatedly raped. And then they're handed over to quote unquote family. But you don't know if it's their family. Could be a sex trafficker.
Right.
And then we have no way to track that child because we really don't know who that child is. And we really don't know where that child's going.
Right. So these are problems that we've had ever since we've had immigration, right? Unless you were coming over with adults, whenever you sent kids over, that was always a risk, right?
Right.
So I do appreciate what you're
It
stating.
was not as bad under the Trump administration because what they were doing with the Wait in Mexico policy is they were actually DNA testing people to make sure that they were an actual family member of that child and would not release the child unless they were so. Okay. Biden, because that was an executive order, rescinded that order. So all you have to do is say your family and you can take the kid. Also, parents don't just send their children on a dangerous trek because they're desperate. A lot of these people sell their own kids to be reused over and over and over again to get single males across the border.
That because I think that's a scare. I mean, they used to say that about the Irish all the time, right? They didn't believe that.
Okay, well, can I give you a little bit of my back? I lived in Del Rio 5 years, right on the border. I'm not going to get into what my ex-husband did for a living. Okay, I can't do that. But a lot of our neighbors were federal agents, Border Patrol agents. Also, we lived by Laughlin Air Force Base, so there was a lot of military that lived there too. So a lot of our friends were Border Patrol and federal agents, and they would talk about it. So I know a lot about what was going on. I lived in the community with the people that would get very upset and pissed off when the community was 95% Hispanic. Okay. And about 90% of the Border Patrol is Hispanic in that region. Okay. They don't like illegal immigration. They don't like it because it hurts their schools. It hurts their communities. You have the mayor of Del Rio, who's liberal, went on television pleading with Biden to please make it stop because it's worse than it's ever been. They can't afford it. So I know you might say that, okay, parents selling their children is a type of scare tactic. No, they actually do that because the kids that they find that were being used over and over again, they would identify them. And then they ended up in foster care and child protective services on the United States side. So we
I
have
hear
children that we have no way to track, just pouring over the border. You have the cartels that are going, fine, you want to legalize drugs or you want to take away our ability to sell drugs? We'll sell people. They make more money selling people.
right, but if there's a bottleneck and trying to shut the door is only it's like a, I don't want to say a forbidden treasure. I'm sorry. That's really inappropriate, but for lack of a better term.
Shutting the door is the answer, but there needs to be order to the process. Do I think legal immigration should be easier? Yeah, but we're not working on that. We just flat out opened the freaking borders. Biden is not raising the amount of refugees that are coming. Refugees, they come here legally. He's not raising that. He's keeping it the same and flooding our borders. And we don't know who's coming across. They're catching pedophiles, MS-13 gang members, cartel members. They're catching Chinese spies, terrorists. And those are just the ones that they catch.
Yeah. They caught, like, what was it? About
And a
month
border
ago,
patrol agent will
from Yemen.
One they catch. For every one they catch, you can guarantee 20 got away. And
will the cartel ever be taken down?
Not having order, not
never
having
happen.
an appropriate system. Okay, I mean, they're all on the border with wearing Biden t-shirts, for Christ's sakes. Where the hell did they even get the damn t-shirts?
Where did that? Yeah.
Hi, sorry, my phone died. So it got upset with me. So I hear what you're saying. I'm trying to, obviously we're not the think tank that they are ever going to listen to. But in terms of, instead of just being upset, I'm trying to come up with plans that deal with the issues as they are now. And I understand.
I'm not upset. I was just telling you the reality of the situation.
And the reality sucks. The reality of the whole situation.
I lived in it. My kids went to school in it. My friends, I still talk to them. One of them has a husband who has PTSD. And a lot of it has to do with fishing dead children out of the Rio Grande. He retired and he has PTSD.
Yeah, exactly, Ashley. So I do understand that. These are things that, because Leslie made a really good point a few nights ago of, instead of complaining, let's look at what actual action plans are out there. So the idea of legalize these things and take away their primary way to make money, right, is an idea that was put forward by a think tank in 2016. And I don't know that it's a great one, but it's a different and or interesting idea that is very different from what.
Well, can I say something? So opioid / heroin / meth overdoses have killed more people this year, especially than coronavirus. So let's say we do legalize everything. Do you think that situation will get worse or better? Because you have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of middle-class Americans that are dying. These aren't people in trailer parks and homeless people. There's videos. Well, there's one that was very sad of a mom overdosing in a Walmart in front of her 3-year-old toddler in a Walmart shopping aisle. So, like, would that problem get worse or better? Because, okay, the cartels have a deal with China, the Chinese cartels. China supplies them with fentanyl. The cartels get the fentanyl across the border. Okay. It's intentionally being pumped across our border to kill people. They've corrupted middle-class America with these opioids, with fentanyl, and fentanyl that's laced with all kinds of shit. It's killing people.
So a lot of the problem comes from the fact that none of the once you are cut off from legal and or hospital grade fentanyl or things along those lines, you will go out and try and seek it illegally, and that's whenever it becomes.
I'm not sure that's how it works. I mean, whether it's legal or not, people have access to it. For Christ's sakes, when marijuana wasn't legal, everybody still smoked it. Everybody knew how to find it, where to find it, what
So I'm
kind to
listening to
get,
you. I
the person
absolutely
that grew it, who sold it. Like, they'd still get access to it. You either want to do drugs or you don't. And the people that are dying of fentanyl, they're overdoses, opioid overdoses. Okay, they got it somehow. They didn't say, well, it's illegal, so it's more tempting for me. I think I'll go seek it out.
So a lot of this problem stems from the fact that our mental health and rehabilitative services that we offer in this country are not fully integrated into the medical healthcare system, right? There have been studies, not even studies, in a lot of other countries. For example, England just started doing this. Norway, Sweden have been great at handling this. So is Germany. Try to treat the whole problem holistically. So in terms of legalizing it, I think legalizing it so you are no longer treated like a criminal and an addict who obtains these things illegally, and punishing someone for whatever inner pain they are trying to run away from by taking those drugs, instead of punishing them, you are then saying, well, what is it that you are trying to run away from? What
So
is
why
the
is there
actual
some epidemic going on then? It's killed more people than coronavirus.
Right. I'm trying to answer that. So a lot of the issues that I have seen have come from having fentanyl that's laced by things that where you don't know. So you die from other things that the fentanyl is laced with. So another problem is the fact that people are taking it in ways in which they don't have any control over how it hits them or anything else like that.
I
And
was
another
asking
problem
why
is,
the mental health epidemic then. Why are these people taking these things?
I'm going to wait. I wrote down points, so I made sure that I listened to you and did not interrupt you whenever you were talking. I'm really trying to answer your questions. So the primary issue is there's an addiction epidemic, not just an overdosing epidemic. So the overdosing epidemic can be fixed if we handle what is causing people to overdose and take these things in the first place, if they are addicted. If we need better pain medication or management programs, or include more CBD or weed or other things along those lines, if there needs to be more physical therapy available, that can be something that can be evaluated. If there needs to treating their mental health, if they're running away from former trauma by trying to numb that and say that it's going away, great. I think that all of those items would be far less likely to try and chase that high and numb oneself if you handled the root cause of the issue and didn't make people feel as though because they had to go after an illegal drug, they were now an illegal person and a bad person. I think the destigmatizing of it would greatly contribute to lessening the amount of overdosing, right? Because one overdoses when they either are using it improperly, doing it improperly, or doing it in secret without anyone around, right? And those sort of secretive behaviors only happen whenever something is criminalized and something treated to be ashamed of, instead of, this is a disease, don't hide it, let's get you help. In the same way, if your friend said, wow, my tooth really hurts, you'd say, go to the dentist. And then they kept saying, my tooth just really hurts, you'd say, go to the dentist, you dumbo. So yeah.
I think I was asking, I get what you're saying. I don't think addicts should be treated like criminals. I don't think they should be at all. But what I'm asking your opinion on, because I have my own view on things, why the mental health epidemic that is causing people to drink, take drugs, therefore then overdose.
Wait, why the mental health epidemic is causing people to drink or take drugs until they overdose?
Why is there a mental health epidemic?
There is one, and it's never been addressed.
No, it hasn't been addressed because mental health care is not fully integrated into our mental health system. There are studies that show.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. No, that's okay. There are studies that demonstrate that out of every country with mental health care available, right? 67% of people, so this is during phone interviews. So once again, they would have to actually answer this, but this is out of 300,000 people that they polled. 67% of those people would be open to and willing to actually participate in therapy or mental health services if available. The problem is there's a lack of availability, and people instead of looking into pricing or how to afford it, automatically think they'll be priced out of it, right? Frog,
Well, I
I
can give you
don't think
I
that
can
they're
give you an
eliminating
example
mental
right
health.
now. My
Sure.
healthcare costs went way down under Trump. I have MS and I'm on medications for nerve pain that cost me $50 a month under Donald Trump. Now it's over $300 a month. My son, who is on the spectrum, his therapy, or it's his therapist. Okay, it was $30 for a copay. It's going to cost me $80 now. So I don't think that that's helping the mental health crisis at all, making it even more unaffordable. I think, for me, my opinion, a lot of virtue signaling goes on to where people pretend to care, pretend like they're doing something about it. They're actually not, because the people that are getting hurt are just a means to an end for them. I don't think the government gives a shit. I think putting that in the hands of the government would be absolute chaos. I know people want to participate in mental health services that are available. Absolutely. I get it. But you also have to look at what's going on around you. 60% of privately owned small businesses, family businesses, won't reopen. Suicide rates they've skyrocketed for youth, especially white males in high school. They've actually gone up about 90%, close to 90%. So we're losing people that way. I had a friend who, and I've told this story before.